Hello, I am Bárbara, and today I am going to talk about Daumier, which was a French caricaturist, painter, illustrator, printmaker, draftsman, and sculptor of the Realist era. He was born on February 26, 1808 in Marseille, and died on February 10, 1879 in France. Daumier was one of the most important and popular artists of French Realism. He trained as a draftsman by copying masterpieces from the Louvre, among which he was especially impressed by Rubens and Goya. He also developed a sympathy for the working class and the different labor movements that were being born. He always preferred drawing and collaborated with his work in different political new magazines such as La Caricature and Le Charivari. Daumier also stood out for some small format paintings with the same will to report. His paintings seem not finished, with great force in the line. Some of the most important works of Daumier are Gargantua, Don Quixote, Sancho Panza, and the Dead Moon. Two of the most important are The Republic and Gargantua. The Republic was presented in a competition organized by the government in which Daumier was ranked number 10. The Republic is a strong and muscular woman. She must hold the French flag but also feed the French children with her breasts. At her feet, another of the children reads a book with the typical posture of a thinker. He tried to reflect that the Republic has to be a strong institution, not only capable of feeding its children, but of getting a good education for all of them. Gargantua was published in the comic journal La Caricature, depicted the French king Louis-Philippe as Gargantua, which was considered obscene, crude, and vulgar. Similarly to Daumier's works, Gargantua delved into a social commentary, searching into the meaning of words. Because of this growing, portraying the king in an unfavorable light, Daumier was imprisoned for 6 months at Saint Pelagic. After his release and return to society, the journal that published Daumier's works, La Caricature, soon after discontinued circulation. I have something interesting of Daumier. He made numerous paintings and drawings with Don Quixote, alone or with Sancho Panza, some 25 oils, watercolors, and a series of charcoal drawings. Daumier considered the character of Don Quixote as an idealist in one he saw himself reflected. Now I am going to talk a little bit of the characteristics of this period. It was a historical movement that aspires to offer a true and objective representation of the world. Reality is the only truth of man and the world, without false representations. Artists are based on observation and capture not only the beautiful but also the ugly. It is a style that reflects historical reality and does not copy mythological religious objects. They like details. Other important artists of this period are Gustave Courbet, Edgar Hopper, Christian Kroc, Edgar Richter. Gustave Courbet was a Spanish painter and the highest representative of realism, close to revolutionary socialism. He studied at the Swiss Academy the work of the main representatives of the Flemish, Venetian, and Dutch schools of the 16th and 17th centuries. He began with landscape painting, especially in the forests of Fontainebleau, and made portraits with some romantic features. Edgar Hopper was an American painter well known for his portraits of long lines in contemporary American life. He is considered one of the painters of the Ascan School, which through R.C. Gorky led to abstract expressionism after World War II. He achieved success with an exhibition of watercolors and another of canvases. Pictorial realism. It was an artistic trend that developed in the mid-19th century and reached its peak in France. It is characterized by the fact that the artists focus on common themes such as everyday life. Socialist realism. It was an aesthetic current whose purpose was to bring the ideals of communism to the field of art. Its aim is to exalt the common worker as something admirable.